Oo. Good evening. We ask for the health and safety of everyone that your masks remain on throughout the ceremony and until you exit the building. Thank you for your cooperation. The University of Central Missouri's Fall 2020 undergraduate commencement exercises are about to begin. Please stand. This evening, we welcome all individuals who are receiving degrees from the University of Central Missouri's College of Health, Science and Technology, School of Geoscience, Physics and Safety, and the School of Nutrition, Kinesiology and Psychological Science. We also welcome University of Central Missouri faculty here with us this evening. And now, we welcome the platform party. The Fall 2020 undergraduate commencement ceremony for the College of Health, Science and Technology, School of Geoscience, Physics and Safety, and the School of Nutrition, Kinesiology and Psychological Science is now in order. Please be seated. Members of the graduating class, Board of Governors, faculty, staff, students, family, alumni, and friends, my name is Dr. Randall Langston, Master of Ceremonies for the Fall 2020 Undergraduate Commencement and Executive Vice Provost for Enrollment Management. It is always a pleasure to have family and friends of UCM students visiting our campus. Welcoming you here for this evening's event is especially meaningful as we honor our graduates and celebrate their achievements. Commencement also provides us an opportunity to recognize Central Missouri's outstanding faculty and staff who are dedicated to providing the greatest quality education and making a positive difference in the lives of our students. Would the representatives of the faculty please rise? Please join me in saluting our faculty with a round of applause. We would also like to thank Dr. Anthony Purcell and members of the UCM Wind Ensemble and Dr. Adam Drust and UCM's Concert Choir for their virtual music performances this evening. Thanks also to Nexus Interpreting, who is serving as our sign language interpreter for this evening, and to our name readers, Dr. Venkat Raghavan Ramuthy and Dr. Mira Panuich. Lastly, a special thanks to the members of the Commencement Committee who spent many long hours planning this day and to the many others that have helped organize and plan this commencement. It is now my pleasure to introduce members of the platform party. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. With us this evening are two members of the University of Central Missouri Board of Governors. Please stand as I call your name. Governor Stephen Abney, Board President of Sedalia, and Student Governor Zachary Racy of Riverside. With us also are the University President, Roger Best, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Phil Bridgman, Dean of the College of Health, Science, and Technology, Alice Greify, Associate Vice President for UCM's Alumni Foundation, Jackie Jackson, and Faculty Senate President and Mace Bearer, James Locke. Please welcome them. Governor Abney, would you please bring greetings from the Board of Governors?
Good evening. Today is a great honor to represent the University of Central Missouri Board of Governors in welcoming the class of 2020 to this undergraduate commencement ceremony. We deeply appreciate the commitment and the countless hours to study hard work and it took for you to reach your graduation milestone. While we jointly celebrate your accomplishment, we are very grateful for you, your family, your friends, who are here to share this day with you. As the university prepares to celebrate their 150th anniversary in 2021, there's no doubt that 2020 will be remembered as an extraordinary year in our long tradition of serving students. Our world is dealing with a pandemic that has been greatly affected to everyone. It has altered the way we function on the job, our social and family lives, and higher education experience. Having met many of the challenges over the past several months, we owe a debt of gratitude to our UCM faculty, staff, students who embraced health safety measures that have made it possible for us to be here on this important day. The diploma you received through your graduation is representative of your dedication in preparing for your professional career. It also represents the many experiences and the friendship you form, which have greatly enhanced the value of your UCM degree and will serve you well in days, months, and years to follow your graduation. Many of you are leaving here with life lessons you have gained from engaging with faculty and staff members who cared about your success as a student. Perhaps they touch your life by enhancing the depth and breadth of your knowledge as a student at UCM. Our hope is that you will take what you have learned from those experiences and pay it forward to benefit others through your mentorship, encouragement, and support. May the learning that you have experienced at UCM provide you with tools you need to fulfill your lifelong career goal. May it also provide you with a sense of purpose and perspective. Earning a college education is going to open many doors, but the real work which will change your life and the lives of others doesn't stop outside the halls of UCM. In the words of one of the university's most famous alumni, Dale Carnegie, knowledge isn't power until it's applied. Congratulations, class of 2020, and best wishes for a bright and successful future. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor Abney. It is now my pleasure to invite the University of Central Missouri's 16th President, Dr. Roger Best, to come forward and give his remarks.
"67 months ago, I sat in an exam room with an oncologist that I barely knew. As he looked at my scan results, he said, 'You have cancer, and it's stage 4. In that very surreal moment, I had but one simple question: what's my prognosis? His reply: if we do nothing, you have 10 to 12 months to live. With treatments and surgeries, you can expect an average of 29 months. In the days that followed, as I reflected on his words, I realized that I faced a distinct set of choices. There was no way to know what the perfect choice might be, but in those moments of reflection, I resolved that I was not ready to be done. I didn't know the outcome or all it might entail, but I was not ready to be done. And thanks to the support and prayers of family and friends, an incredible medical team, and tremendous grace from the God I serve, I stand here today. Now, don't get me wrong, making such a resolution didn't ensure an easy path. What followed included days and weeks of pain and sickness. But what also followed, the many blessings I've felt, and the wonderful experiences I've had, would not have happened without a resolve to not be done. It's as Abraham Lincoln said, always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any one thing. So my charge to you is simply this: resolve this day to not be done. Resolve this day to not be done. But to dispel any misconceptions you may have, let me be clear about something. I've been where you are. And it's easy to look at the person on the stage and say, yeah, but, as if I or anyone else has a superpower that you don't. Nope, no superpowers here. You and I are not so different. Well, I'm confident I love 80s music way more than you do. But beyond that, we're remarkably similar. The real secret to this resolve is simply committing that you will fight today for tomorrow and tomorrow for the next. And then actually doing just that. It's as SpongeBob SquarePants said, "Run, Mr. Krabs, run like you're not in a coma." And where will that take you? As Dr. Seuss pointed out, oh, the places you will go. Resolve this day to not be done. And in the days and weeks to come, when life may bring challenges, you really only have to look at yourself and the example you have set for yourself and all of us to maintain that resolve. You have already accomplished so much in the face of life's challenges. And given what you've been able to do with all that you faced, I'd like to take a moment to recognize some of you, our graduates, so be ready. If you are currently serving or have served our country in the military, or you will be entering military service upon graduation, would you stand and let us recognize you? Thank you for your service. Thank you. If you were engaged in academic or athletic competitions, or you held a leadership position in a student organization during your college career, would you stand and let us recognize you? Thank you. If today you're earning a degree and you're age 25 or older, would you stand? Thank you. If you held a job, either part-time or full-time, in order to support yourself while paying for college and completing your degree, would you stand? Thank you. If today you become the first in your family to earn a college degree, would you stand? Thank you. And if you were here today and you worked hard and managed to earn your degree despite a global pandemic, would you stand and let us celebrate you? Great job, you guys. Thank you. I'd like to leave you with one final thought. Today, when you leave this arena and you take your mule to the Old Town Road and you ride till you can't no more, do remember this. We will always, always be here for you. Graduates, class of 2020, we're so very proud of you. Congratulations and best wishes.
Thank you, Dr. Best. I am now pleased to introduce Dr. Alice Greify, Dean of the College of Health, Science, and Technology, who will give her remarks.
Graduates, as you come to the end of this journey called college, you will have received much advice. You will have heard from family, friends, faculty, and administrators. You will have heard from public people, politicians, public health experts, and religious advisors. But now I am not going to give you advice. I'm going to give you something to do. After all, they say action is worth 1,000 words. For much of your lives, you have probably been told to dream and to dream big, to find your passion. When you attended freshman orientation, I spoke to you and encouraged you to dream. I gave you advice to try something new. Go to a play, attend a classical musical performance, get involved in student leadership, expand your life experiences. I share with you a story about my daughter. One of my favorite things is look at the stars at night. And this was something that I did with my father when I was growing up, and it's something that I love to share with my daughter. One evening, I had convinced my daughter, who was about 6 years old at the time, to go out with me to see the International Space Station race across the sky. As we were sitting there waiting for the space station to appear, she asked me how far I could see. Well, I'm thinking this is a great teachable moment. And for you that are parents, you always look for that one great moment. So I said, well, there's a tower over there on the horizon. It's about 3 miles away. And so I can see 3 miles. And my daughter looked at me and she said, Mommy, I can see all the way to the stars. I shared that story with you and gave you advice that as a student, it was important to dream big, dream constantly, really reach for those stars. Well, here we are 4 years later, and you're getting ready to graduate. And I said, when I started, I'm not going to give you advice, I'm going to give you something to do. And that something is to move from dreaming to doing. The world has plenty of dreamers, and while the dreamers are busy dreaming, they're really happy people, they're really successful people, they're really interesting, engaged, and powerful people are busy doing. So today, you need to start doing too. Be a doer, not a dreamer. Whether or not you know what your passion might be, the truth is it doesn't really matter. You don't have to know. You just have to keep moving forward. Just have to keep doing something, seizing that next opportunity, staying open to trying something new. It doesn't have to fit your vision of a perfect life or the perfect job. So as you leave here today, going out into the world to start the next phase of your lives, be a doer. Now you are no longer a student, and you are no longer a work in progress. You leave here as a citizen of the real world with a responsibility to become a person worthy of joining and contributing to society. You can do this. So be brave, be amazing, be a doer, and finally always be yourself. Congratulations, graduates.
Are you all ready to graduate? Okay, 3 people are. Well, if you're ready to graduate, then please stand. On behalf of the faculty of the University of Central Missouri, it is my privilege to present to you the candidates of the Fall 2020 Commencement. These students, as officially listed and notified, have qualified for the Bachelor of Arts or the Bachelor of Science degree. President Best, it is my privilege to present these candidates to you for the conferring of the degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Missouri and through the Board of Governors of the University of Central Missouri, I do hereby confer upon each of you the degree for which you have qualified, with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Audience, would you help me congratulate the newest members of Mule Nation? Will our graduates please be seated? It is now my pleasure to introduce Ms. Jackie Jackson, who is the Associate Vice President of the University of Central Missouri Alumni Foundation. Jackie also happens to be a 2009 and 2012 graduate from the university, and she's here to welcome our newest alumni.
Hello, and congratulations to you, the class of 2020, on this amazing accomplishment of earning your degree. As a fellow graduate of our beloved UCM, I remember the excitement that commencement brought. That joyous feeling of finally being done, combined with the pride that I had seen it through, and perhaps some feelings of anxiousness about what the future holds. Remembering all these things, I would like to make a simple request of you today. Take time to celebrate and reflect on your experience. Remember, life comes at us in waves, and we can't predict or control the waves, but we can appreciate the majesty of them and perhaps learn to surf. I want you to know that your college experience has weighed heavily on my heart these last few months. I doubt it concluded how you expected, but rest assured, today is not where we close the book cover. It's more like turning the page and to find another chapter where you begin the next story as an alum. While the jokes and memes on social media about how challenging the year 2020 has been may be comical and entertaining, I don't think that they accurately represent this year, because I personally consider each and every one of you a bright spot in this year. When I see you at future alumni events, and I hope that I do, your class year will be listed on your name tag. And when I see that, I won't think about how tough the year 2020 was. I'm gonna think about how tough you were in the year 2020. I think that you really demonstrated what it means to be mules and jennies. Mules are hardworking and enduring in the toughest times and harshest circumstances. They are agile, adapting quickly to change. They are mentally sharp and strong, like you. They defend themselves by kicking their hind legs, and they can do so from all directions. And you kicked every obstacle that was in your way to complete your degree and achieve your goals. You are resilient, you persevered, you are mule strong. I'm so proud of you and excited to see what you're gonna do now that you've earned alumni status, joining a network of over 100,000 mules and jennies around the world. So today I'm here to formally welcome you to the alumni office, often referred to as Mule Nation. As you venture out into the world, I encourage you to stay connected to UCM through your alumni foundation. You can stay connected by volunteering your time in the classroom when a past professor reaches out to you. You can attend alumni events, give back when you can, or join a regional Mule Nation chapter. I could go on. The opportunities to be engaged are really endless. So please continue to tell us about the next chapters in your life. You are an important part of UCM's community, and we really value your engagement. Congratulations.
Thank you, Jackie Jackson. As we prepare to individually recognize this evening's graduates, we would like to take a moment to recognize the graduates, family, alumni, and friends who are joining us virtually via the live stream. We are all glad that you are able to be part of this important event and celebration.
Abdullah Adriwish.
Zachary Brenner.
Brady A. Box.
Tyler James Bright.
Taylor Elizabeth Brown, cum laude.
Clayton Bullock.
Lorenzo Luciano Cisneros.
Bethany Jane Cole, summa cum laude.
Christina Nicole Colling, magna cum laude.
Marcus D. Cooper.
Hannah Rennie Crowder.
Trent Davis.
Jennifer May Lee Douglas.
Mackenzie Lynn Drake.
Jenna M. Fileri.
Cassandra L. Farris.
Olivia June Furtick, magna cum laude.
Janine Gardia.
Dawson Andrew Grimes.
Aaliyah Hamilton.
Sarah M. Heckman.
Brady R. Johnson.
Sawyer Isaac Yunko.
Jessica Caitlin Knox.
Christine Ashley Levon, cum laude.
Hannah Renee Lane.
Cooper Scott Lynn, summa cum laude.
Tyler Mantler.
Lindsay Renee Maya, magna cum laude.
Laura Ashley Mispagel.
Kayla Elizabeth Moore.
Ryan J. Malarkey.
Shay Donovan Fox.
Cherise Phillips.
Taylor Rudyard Pickett.
Joseph Reinhardt.
Charles Anthony Sampson.
Austin Sherwood.
Dakota I. Simpson.
Lucretia S. Smith.
Tyron DeAndre Smithson.
Corey Michael Scholes, cum laude.
Michaela Mary Toth.
Hannah May Vivon, summa cum laude.
Jacob B. Wallner.
Brianna L. Westmoreland.
Melindy Star Williams.
Please join me in another round of applause for our graduates. We at UCM recognize that these students would not have been successful without considerable help along the way, and we want to show you our appreciation for helping them achieve this milestone. Would the parents, grandparents, spouses, children, family, friends, and supporters please stand so that we may recognize you? Congratulations. You may be seated.
Audience, leading us in the singing of the Alma Mater is UCM's concert choir. The words of the Alma Mater is printed on the last page of the program. I ask everyone to please stand. Would the audience please be seated and remain seated throughout the recessional? Guests will be released by sections to promote social distancing. Please remain seated until your section is released. Your graduates will greet you outside the building following the recessional. This concludes the Fall 2020 Undergraduate Commencement Ceremony. Thank you for coming. All right. Well, thank you all for your patience. We're going to go ahead and start releasing everyone by section here. So I'm going to show everyone where we're going to go here at this point. So guests in the south stands over here. Those of you on the far half, please exit using the doors in the southeast corner of the building over on this side. Guests on the south stands on this side, closest here to the platform, please exit using the southwest doors over here. Everyone on the north side, guests on the upper, I don't see we have many on the upper section, but those on the upper section on the north stands, please exit using the staircase closest to your section and then out the doors up on the top. Guests on the lower section of the home north side, on this side, please use the exit on the west doors on the west side. On the lower section on the far side here, please exit using the east doors on this side. Thank you all very much for coming.